Hi, my name is Mariah Irvin, and I'm a high school student pilot here at Lick Flight Academy. I'm 17 years old. I'll be 18 in a couple months. I'm on the track to graduate high school early. I'm taking college classes. Everyone always tells me, oh, you're so young, you're getting into this all early. And I'm like, yeah. Pilots are actually not really in my family much. I have a few family members who are flight attendants. That's probably the closest thing you'll get to. My passion for flying, it was honestly very random. It was very sudden. It was actually my very first flight on, well, I consider my first flight. I've been on a commercial plane when I was a baby, but I went to Jamaica in either 2020 or 2021. That was my first time that I remember being on an airplane. And I genuinely just loved it in the air. And I just kept talking about it to my mom. I was like, I love it. Like, I feel at peace in the air. And I was like, maybe I should be a flight attendant. And I don't know why I just immediately went to flight attendant, but she was like, you can fly the plane. And then when she told me that was just my mom telling me, you know, parents tell their kids, you can be whatever you want to be when you grow up. You can do whatever you want. That was just my mom, you know. You can fly the plane. And then I actually thought about that, I really thought about that. I said, I can fly the plane. So I went back to my mom and I was like, you know how we were talking? And I was like, I think I want to fly planes. That's really how it started. Look at me now, I'm flying planes. It's crazy. When I say it every day, like, it's crazy that I fly planes and I just love it. I feel at peace in the plane. Like I said, I was thinking about it and I'm like, is this really something I can do? So I started YouTubing just because obviously commercial airplanes are different than general aviation. But I was like, if this is something I can really do, I'm interested in doing this. This is something I want. So like I said, I have family members who are flight attendants. My aunt and also my great aunt, they're both flight attendants. So we reached out to them and we were like, my mom reached out to them. She was like, hey, Mariah, she's been interested in flying. Do you know anything about it? Do you have any connections? Anything? Basically, we're looking for information. And my aunt, she's friends with a few captains, few pilots. They gave me information on my mentorship that I'm in. It's called Sister to the Skies. It's a mentorship for a black, not even black, just women of color, aviation. So pilots of color for women. And I've been a part of that mentorship for a little over a year now. We have monthly calls and we just learn about flying, and that was really my first. And I just see everyone I see a lot of people who look like me and who are interested in the same things that I do. It's more common for aviation to be people's second careers, not even their first. And I didn't even know I could do this now. I'm like, do I have to graduate high school? And then I learned that you only have to be 17 to get your private pilot's license. And I'm right there, I'm 17 years old. It's still so surreal to me because I go to school every day and then I go home and then I go fly. And it's just like, it doesn't even seem real. And my friends, everyone thinks I'm so cool. I'm like, everyone's like, you fly planes. And I'm like, yeah, duh. But it's, when you really think about it, it's not a common thing, but it can be. So I will say that my family has probably been my biggest supporters throughout this process that I'm going through about learning how to fly planes. My dad, he's terrified. He's terrified. He will not go, he will go on a plane. When we went to Jamaica, he was sitting in my mom, he was holding her hand. He shakes, he's terrified of planes. And just him thinking about his daughter flying a plane, he's terrified, but he's really proud of me. And my mom, she makes me text her as soon as I take off. She's like, I'm about to take off, and then she'll wait until when I land. I'm landed, and she's like, how's your flight? They're so supportive of me. My grandfather, he'll even try to come out here and watch me fly. And I'm like, I wish I could bring you with me. I really wish I could. But my family has been my biggest supporters. I was just talking to you off camera. I love it here. I feel so much comfort here, being here with people that look like me, and I am one of the only girls, I feel. Tiara, she's my instructor, my CFI. I got lucky enough. I see myself in Tiara, and it just brings so much comfort to me, and she inspires me, and I'm like, I can really do this. And look up everywhere. I just love it here. I will recommend it to anyone. And we found it actually through Max Maxwell. My mom followed him, his real estate journey, actually. We didn't even know he had anything to do with a flight school. We found it. I honestly don't even know how that came up, but we found it. And I'm like, we live 15 minutes away. So I didn't even realize we live 15 minutes away. We came and toured the school, and immediately I fell in love, immediately. So right now I am working towards my private, and I do want to work for my instrument and braiding after, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it. Commercial is an option for me, but I'm not strictly dedicated to going straight to commercial. And there's so many different things you can do with a license, pilot license. So I'm not exactly sure. Like, even I was talking to Brandon, one of the other CFIs earlier. He was like, you could even fly for like Red Cross. You can take a heart to a hospital. And I was like, that seems cool. And like, I just feel like I want to fly. I just don't know exactly what I want to do with it. Because you hear a lot that commercial is like, you learn how to fly planes, you're going to be in airlines. You're going to fly for Delta or American, but you can do so many different things with your license. So I just started here in April. I have about 30 hours flying. I'm talking about my connection with my CFI, Tierra. Like I said, I see myself in Tierra. I feel like in the cockpit, we have this certain dynamic, and it makes me feel comfortable. She teaches me a lot, and it's just, I feel at home here. I don't feel like I don't really know how to explain it. I feel at home here. Even in the classroom, learning in the classroom with other CFIs, with other students, we all have a good time. We're all learning. We're all here to help each other. And like I said, we have different goals. Someone might want to do commercials, someone might want to do something else, but we're all here helping each other, and we're all learning as a group, as a family. My goals right now is I'm working on my first solo, flying a plane by myself. It's crazy. So right now I'm getting my landings and my takeoffs, touchdowns, getting those good, getting those on point. And then moving on to my next requirement, so I can get onto my check ride and get my private pilot's license, and then move forward to my instrument rating. For anyone who's thinking about this, who's pretty hesitant about, I say just go for it, honestly. You look into your resources, find the support that you need, and you don't have to be a certain age to get into this. You don't have to look a certain way. You can do it.